Welcome back to another Quick Play Baseball video. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of Quick Play Baseball. In this game, I'm going to show you how to play the Quick Play version, sort of the original version of Quick Play Baseball, but it's been upgraded with some better statistics, and now pitching is included with every season. So before I was testing out some seasons, and then mostly it was just the batters that were graded. But this time, every single player, actually in Major League history from 1901 to 2022, have been, every player has been graded. Every player has been given both a grade for quick play, the quick play version, the medium play version, and also for the full play version. So you'll get everything that you need. I've got my piles separated out here already for the game. So I have my situation cards. I have my decks, and my decks have been set out for each team. So I have the visiting team and the home team, and I have removed the appropriate cards. So for the home team, who's facing Don Robinson, who's a B pitcher, I've removed the 4. And for the away team, the San Francisco Giants, they're facing Jim Clancy, who was a C pitcher, so I've removed the 4s and the 5s. So what that does is basically this pile here for the home team is about a 285 average, and the away team has about a 333 average. So I think it's a 2 out of 6 chance to pull a hit for against a C pitcher. It's a 2 out of 7 chance for an average batter to pull a hit against a B pitcher. So here we go. We have everything that we need. We got our markers here to tell us where we are in the lineup. This is going to be the 89 Giants at the 89 Astros. For the Giants, it is leading off is Butler, Robbie Thompson, Will Clark, Kevin Mitchell, Pat Sheridan, Matt Williams, Terry Kennedy, Jose Uribe, and Don Robinson is the pitcher. For the Astros, it's Young, Biggio, Bill Doran, Glenn Davis, Terry Poole, Eric Anthony, I think is his name, Ramirez, Caminiti, and I'm going to call him Tom Clancy at some point, but his name is Jim Clancy. He is the pitcher. So we got everything that we need set up here. The pitchers are all set. And these piles would change, so we can add or remove these cards here if we change our pitchers. I've got all of my statistics and everything over here to the left if I need to remove a pitcher or bring in a reliever. So top of the first inning, the Giants are up, and they have runners at second and third with 2 outs. We need to go down 5 batters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be Pat Sheridan with the RBI opportunity in the top of the first, and he is going to make an out. So sorry, I messed that one up. He's going to make an out, so that's going to be the end of the top of the first. Going to the bottom of the second, the Astros have a bases loaded with nobody out situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's Glenn Davis. He's got a +1, so if he pulls, if he hits the ball, then whatever his face card is, we can go up 1. He does not get a hit, and so they cannot score, and we head to the top of the second inning with no score. I like to give a light shuffle just for each team, each inning. And I don't shuffle the situation cards. I only shuffle the face cards if we pulled some face cards. For the Giants, top of the second inning, they have 2 out and nobody on, and we go down 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be Jose Uribe. Uribe with the hit. If this is not an ace, then it's going to be no runs, and it's not an ace, so he doubles, but with nobody on, it's no runs scored. And to the bottom of the second, nobody on and nobody out. Next guy up is Terry Poole. pool does not have a star, so a 9 is not a hit, so that's going to be out of the inning for the Stros. And we're going to head to the top of the third. Still nobody, no score in the game. And for the Giants, they have one on with one out. And it's 1, 2, 3. It'll be Robbie Thompson. Thompson makes the out. And we head to the bottom of the inning, bottom of the third. Nobody on. Next man up is Eric Anthony. Anthony will make the out. And we're going to head to the top of the fourth inning. No score so far. Got the big boppers potentially coming up for the Giants. Bottom of the order most likely coming up for the Astros, unless they get something cooking. So one on, nobody out, and it's going to be Kevin Mitchell who's hitting. And Mitchell's a star and a +1. So it's going to be a hit, and it's a jack. With the +1, that becomes a queen. So it's a double for Kevin Mitchell, but with nobody on base. The double goes for naught. And we head to the bottom of the inning. This time it's going to be 2 on with 2 out. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be Craig Biggio with the RBI opportunity. 2 outs, 2 on. And Biggio comes up short. And we head to the top of the fifth with no score. So a couple of good opportunities for each team. And nobody can come through with the big hit yet. So the top of the fifth inning, part of the card got all crumpled up. 2 on and 1 out, and we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Jose Uribe again with another opportunity. He is going to make the out, and we head to the bottom of the inning, bottom of the fifth. Runner at third now with 2 outs. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Anthony back to the plate with an opportunity to score the first run. And he's going to make the out. Now with 2 outs, I usually give everyone an extra base. So let's say there's a runner on first and you hit a double with 2 outs. That would be a run scoring double in my world. You can just have them go however many bases the hit goes, or you can devise some sort of extra bases sort of thing. Excuse me. 2 on and nobody out. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 back to Robbie Thompson. And Thompson can't come through. So zeros for the Giants. And nobody on and 1 out. I mean, nobody on, nobody out. So Ramirez is the next batter in the lineup. And he also is hitless. So we head to the top of the 7th inning. Still tied. Still tied at 0. No score. So a good one here between Robinson and Clancy. So just because your pitchers are not A pitchers doesn't mean that the game won't be low scoring. Again, there are about 58, I believe 58 situation cards. You can either shuffle these I used to shuffle them every 3 innings or so. I don't do that anymore because I went through and I actually graded out how many opportunities per over the course of the season per game are nobody on and nobody out. Nobody on, 1 out. Nobody on, 2 out. And so I went through all of those scenarios. Nobody on and nobody out is like 40% of the plays, in Major League Baseball. So 40% of the at-bats, I should say, or plate appearances. So I went through, and those percentages are reflected if you print off all the situation cards. If you want more scoring, then just put fewer of these nobody on and nobody out cards in there, and you're going to get more, or just add more scoring opportunities to the game. Over time, you're going to score more runs. Just that's the nature of the game if there are more opportunities to score. I like it as it is. It's going to keep things, pretty low scoring for the most part, but it's fine with me. So nobody on, and Will Clark gets his first shot. He is a star player, so any 9 or 10 is going to be a hit for Will the Thrill, and he doesn't come through there. So we head to the 7th inning, bottom of the 7th. Nobody on and 1 out. This is going to be the pitcher. This would be an opportunity to pinch hit. You can do that in the game. I'm not going to do that here. So Clancy is going to be out. So you can see the game moves along pretty quickly. And got 1 on and nobody out. We go down 1-2. So it's Pat Sheridan with an opportunity in the 8th inning, and he squanders that one. So we go to the bottom of the 8th, 1 on, nobody out, and it's going to be Biggio again. Biggio also comes up empty, and so we head to the 9th inning, still tied at 0. So good pitching matchup here. And no timely hitting, not a lot of opportunities. Here's a pretty good one. This is 2 on, nobody out. And it's going to be Juan Uribe again. Will he come through this time? He does. And what kind of hit? It's a triple. That's going to be a 2 RBI triple for Juan Uribe in the 9th inning. 3, 6, 9. In the 9th inning for the Giants. Huge hit for San Francisco. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for Houston. They cannot win this one. Nobody on and 1 out is going to be Glenn Davis to the plate. Davis flies out harmlessly, and the Giants win this one 2-0. So you can see, once you get everything set up in the game moves along very quickly. I set up an online web-based version of the game, and that online web-based version moves even more quickly than this. So that is Quick Play Baseball. Now you can see that you can run through a series just in 15 minutes or so. I'm talking, so it's taking a little bit longer, but if you do pitching changes and all that kind of stuff, maybe 10 or 12 minutes for a game. So it doesn't take very long. You can do 3 or 4 games in a half hour once you have the batting lineup set and all that kind of stuff. And if you wanted to use, I'm trying to preserve this other side. So I'm trying to preserve this side so I can use it for the medium play game. But basically you can just print off a sheet and then put any sort of star markings or what their pitcher ratings are. You can put it right on. You can put it right on the pre-played or pre-printed sheet, the pre-form filled score sheets, and just put those on there. So 2-0 is our score. San Francisco wins this one over Houston. Jose Uribe with the 2 RBI triple in the top of the 9th inning does in the Astros. Okay, in the next game, I'm going to play the medium play game. I'm going to shut this one off and make it a separate video. But I'll also have how to play the medium play game. We'll be using these same 2 teams. And I've already showed how to play the full play game. If you look at the introduction to Quick Play Baseball, I'll show you how to play the full game. So if you want to check that video out, you can see that as well. I'm getting very close on the rosters. So what I've done is I've graded out every single player from 1901 to 2022. I've grouped those players by eras. So we have dead ball, we have the live ball, we have the integration era, so the era. So the 40s up to about 1960, We have 1960 to 1976, I believe, which they call the expansion era. So like expansion teams and all that. And then we have 77 to 2000, 77 to 93, which is called the free agency era. And I've gotten these eras from a website that kind of blocked out the major eras of baseball. And then after the free agency era is the steroid era. So 94 to 2006. And then 2006 to 2022 is the sort of the contemporary, the post-steroid era that we're in right now. So that's how you're going to be able to buy the game. I'm going to release one season as a freebie for you to just play an entire season with all the players graded out. And so I'm not sure what season that will be yet, but if you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. But you'll be able to get a really good sense of the game, and then you'll be able to buy a full era of the game. So if you love dead ball and you just want to play dead ball, you'll have to like 20 years of dead ball teams that you'll be able to play. One of the really cool parts about the live ball and the integration era is because Fangraphs includes the Negro League players now as part of the major leagues. You're actually going to get all the Negro Leagues between those two, like encompassed in those two eras is all of the Negro Leagues. So you'll actually have Josh Gibson's and Satchel Pages of the world and stuff like that. So it's really cool. It was a real shock and surprise to me because I didn't know that they had done that, but they were been working with Seamheads to incorporate their database into the Fangraphs database, which Baseball Reference did last year. Fangraphs has done that for this year. So all of those players are actually included in now. So we're going to include those also in the live ball. So the 1920 to 1940-ish, and then in the integration era, 1940 to 1960, those are all integrated into the major leagues. So they'll all be a part on there. So if you see some team names and you're like, what is that? They're probably, if they're not major league teams, they're Negro League teams. So it should be really cool. If you want to play all the Negro Leagues, you can do that. Which I don't know. Maybe there are some games that allow you to do that, but maybe like a pocket pennant run, you could do that. So sort of on that caliber and that level. Very excited. So I'm going through and I'm grouping the teams a little bit better with batters and pitchers. That's been requested on the roster sheets in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it's going to take a little bit more time to get this game out, because it's just a copy and paste. It's just a little bit of manual grunt work to do that and make that happen. But as the eras become ready, I'll probably just introduce them, and we'll start with dead ball and we'll kind of work our way to the modern era. Okay, that is Quick Play Baseball. Thanks for checking this out. The game will be ready soon. You'll get the situation cards. You'll get the play-by-play chart with the strategy plays and the rare unusual plays. So that will come with it as well. And you'll have to provide your own deck of cards, although I'm looking into the possibility of doing custom cards for printing and stuff like that. So we'll see how that works out in the future. And then you'll get all of the rosters in PDF form instantaneously, so you can just get in and start playing, start rating players, and use, you transfer them from the rosters to the score sheet and you're good to go. You can either do it by hand like this, like I did, or you can use pre-filled score sheets and then just fill in the player ratings that way. All right, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments section below. If you haven't subscribed to the On Base channel, I've got more than just Quick Play here. So I have a game called On Base Baseball and On Base Advanced, which are two very different versions of a similar concept using sabermetrics and advanced stats. So if you like the sabermetrics, those games are actually built around and off of, the game engine is built off of sabermetric stats, which is kind of a new take and a little bit different in the tabletop gaming world. But very fun game. It's as easy to play as ABBA is, or Stratomatic, maybe even easier. But it gives you a quality and a depth of play because you're using actual statistics as opposed to calculations or ratings and that sort of thing. You're actually using the statistics from the players' seasons. That is the game engine. So a little bit of a different concept. If you haven't subscribe. If you want to help out, just click the little thumbs up. That helps a lot. And if you really want to help out, share the video with someone or share the idea. You can go and purchase Quick Play right now. It's sort of the old version. This version that I just played is what you can purchase now, and there's something like 20 seasons that are available right now, including one Negro League season, 1945, I believe. So you can actually play Quick Play right now for $5. I think you could pick up an entire season and play it just like I have here. If you want to wait, you'll be able to purchase an entire era, not just one season at a time. And so it might be more advantageous for you to wait. I'm not sure. Whatever you want to do. But it's at onbasebaseball.com, and then just search in the menu for Quick Play Baseball, and then you'll be able to shop for those seasons. Okay, I think that's it for here. Like I said, the next game up will be the medium play game, which I'll show you how to play that medium play game with the situation cards, and then basically you just finish out each inning. So instead of pulling a card and making an out or a hit, and then that completes the inning, you would backfill the inning with these results. That's how we got to this 2 outs and 2 on situation. There was a strikeout, a single to center field, a single to left field, and then a pop out to the shortstop. So that's backtracking all of the batters to get us to that situation. So you can actually play out a full game, but you're not doing it play by play. So you're just sort of skipping past these things, and then you're getting the highlights. You can fill those in, and then at this moment, we're going to pull a card, and we're going to use our chart here. We're going to use our chart here to determine, okay, how does the rest of the inning play out? Maybe it's just a ground ball to shortstop, and then that ends the inning, right? 2 out and 2 on. Or maybe it's a hit. Maybe it's a walk. Maybe whatever. So the medium play game is interesting because it sort of plops you down into an inning, and then you have to play out the rest of the game. This is sort of the original concept from which Quick Play came. Quick Play is a branch off of this medium play game. The medium play game was called Tabletop Baseball Manager, and there were some other manager cards. It was sort of more focused on managing the team as opposed to like managing the it was more about situational baseball. Can you score if you are put into these particular situations? So those concepts have been brought into the medium play game. Don't know if I'll ever get back to Tabletop Baseball Manager, but it's very similar to the medium play game. So, yeah, I think that's it. Thanks if you've stayed this long. Thanks for listening to my rambling. This game will be out soon. Don't know exactly when, probably in the next week or two. Just need to finish up those rosters and get all that taken care of. I have limited time in the mornings, so if I do this sort of thing, that was time that could have been put toward the rosters, but it's important to show people how to play the game too. So I recognize that it's all important. Just know that I'm a one-man band here, and doing what I can with the couple of hours that I have early in the morning. All right, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.